All right, continuing working with hypothesis tests for means, this problem says male symphony conductors live longer than the average male. In general, the population for the average male spans 69.5 years. Let's set up our null and alternative hypothesis. Remember that our null hypothesis is always going to be equals, so the null will be that it is equal to 69.5. So then the alternative, but this one, we want to know if they live longer than the average male. So that would be males greater than 69.5. And this one's going to be our claim. So we're either going to support or fail to support this claim. We're going to assume H0 is true, and it says a sample of 35 male symphony conductors had a mean of 73.4 and a standard deviation of 9.7. We're going to use a significance level of 0.01. It says go to the t-test in our calculator. We're actually going to use the tab in Excel, so I'm going to go ahead and cross this out. Let's pick our input stats. We know our sample size is 35. That's what it says right here. We knew we have a sample mean of 73.4 and a standard deviation of 9.7. All right, so we are going to go to our Excel tab for means, hypothesis testing means, and we're going to enter those values in. So it's going to be equals 69.5 or it will be, we are trying to see if they live longer, so we're going to pick greater than here. Enter in our sample mean of 73.4 with a standard deviation of 9.7 and an n value of 35. And this would be 0.01. So with that value, we get a t value of, it looks like 2.38, our test statistic. If we needed a critical t value, that would be 2.44. And then our p value, this is why we need to take this out 4 decimal places, 0.0116. You can see that if we only rounded this p value 2 decimal places, when it came time to do compare p and alpha, p would be 0.01, alpha would be 0.01, and when it came time to decide which one's bigger, we wouldn't know. This is why we take it 4 decimal places out, and this tells us that p is greater than alpha. It's barely greater than alpha, but it is larger than alpha. So p is greater than alpha, therefore we fail to reject the null. Since the original claim was H1, then we are going to say we fail to support the claim that male symphony conductors live longer than the average male.